Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Wordle with Art. We are ready to do our third challenge today. As you guys know, we are going to do the high-scoring Scrabble challenge. So what that means is I need to make sure that I include the top 4 scoring letters in Scrabble. That would be a J, that would be a Q, an X, and a Z. All right. Now, I was reading the comments. Some of you are already thinking of your strategy for this one, and I can assure you guys, I put a lot of thought into this. I think that's the great thing about these challenges is that you do have some time to think about how you want to approach it, right? It's not like, it's not like you just have to jump right in and do it. You can really think about how you want to attack this. Now, I came up with, I think, a spectacular 3-word combo, which uses all the vowels plus Y, and uses some quality, as you call them, Wheel of Fortune letters, and gets all 4 of them done in 3 words. So here we go. We're going to start with Zaxes, which, by the way, is plural for sax, which apparently, I had to look up, is a roofing tool, okay? It's like a roofing hammer. So let's start with Zaxes. Screen looks great, and let's keep our fingers crossed. All right, look at that. We already have an A, so that's pretty good. Now, my next one is Joint, all right? Joint gets us an O. Not bad, okay? And finally, this is going to be my last one, Query. Out of those 15 letters, we only repeat the E's. And actually, they're repeated somewhat strategically because you never know. They could be in those positions. All right, so let's keep our fingers crossed that maybe we picked up another letter here. Because if I only have the A and the O, this is going to be tricky. So Query gets me an R. All right. See, and look at this, guys. I'm probably just down to those 2 vowels. So I think this is pretty darn strategic. I really do. You definitely cannot wing these challenges on the fly. All right. So now all we have to do is solve this with the 3 remaining guesses. Now, that's not necessarily going to be easy because I'm looking at this and thinking that, we could have some challenges in front of us. Now, let's see here. Let us see here. I think we have to start by asking ourselves for sure what this word is going to end in. Let's see here. What is it going to end in? Now, I see aroma. Oh, I don't see aroma. That's silly. That wouldn't work, of course. We don't want to override the R. I was thinking out loud that we have had it. So let's not do that. And let's think about what else we could do here. We could do acorn. Ooh, no, we can't. We lost the N in joint. Okay, that's fine. We lost the N in joint. Again, it'd be very satisfying. If you get these challenges in 4, I think that's pretty darn good. Now finally, I do have one. Okay. However, through the Wordle chatter that I see in the comments, I think for some reason they threw this word out. I don't know why. I don't find anything offensive about an open market. Agoraphobia, I think, it's the reverse of claustrophobia. It's the fear of wide open spaces. So I don't know why they did that. Maybe it's just a little bit too unconventional, but I'm going to not put that in, okay? Yeah. I'm not going to put that in, even though it would give me good positional on the letters. I just feel like we've got too many left, and I don't want to find myself having to guess on a 50-50 on guess number 6. That would be awful. So, what else could we do here? So, chord almost works. We've had it, of course. Just trying to find some patterns here that make sense. All right, let's see about this. So where does those A and O's? Because I feel like the R can end in a lot. It can end in D. It could kind of end in F. It could end in K. It could end in probably not C. It could end in M. Yeah, it ends in too many things. Could even end in P. All right. Shoot. And again, it's not adorn. It's not adorn. We don't have that N. I think we have had adore, but not adorn. Oh my goodness. All right, what are we going to do? Where do those that A and O, where are they going to go relative to the R? To try RO. Mm. Oregon. Oh, what? Oh, shoot! I was about to say Oregon. It's not. It can't be that. Um. All right, let's just start putting some letters at the end of this R. This is actually pretty hard. Let's start with this. Board. Oh, fine. Oh, it's not board. The O is in second. We can't put the O there. So not we can't do that, and that's sort of the only with an RD. I sort of feel like that's how it would only come out with an O in the second. Um, I feel like we're definitely going to get this. It's just it's going to take a little bit of time. Um, okay, it's not. I don't think RL. Let's go with the RM. That sort of seemed the most promising. So it could end in arm. If it ends in arm, you'd be having to put the O up front. Alarm. Yeah, boy. Oh man, this is a shoot, guys. This is a tough one. Just have a little coffee here to try to figure this out. Let me think here. What is going on with this A and O? All right, hang on, hang on, hang on. Maybe I'm just being a little bit silly. Let's start off with the Okay, neither of them go there. Neither of them go there. So there's basically only a few scenarios. We have to go. Let's try this. Let's go. Let's put them both up front, and then we'll consider at the end. So if we put them up front, then you're looking like this. Okay, and then I'll reverse them. So there's not too many combinations here. So let's see. Again, we are coming back to that agora, which is kind of interesting, but I have to kind of, listen to you guys. So if we do this, we could look at what word? Again, we can't do adorn. It's not acorn. Yeah, that doesn't look right. It's funny. If this keeps going on too long, I am going to have to maybe go with the agora because it would give me phenomenal positional information, and I'd still have two guesses. And we get the G in there. By the way, guys, do not go anywhere. You have to stay tuned for the next Wordle challenge for tomorrow, and it is going to be a good one. It's completely different from anything that we've done so far. It doesn't really involve letters so much. It's something completely new. It's going to be really hard, and I think it's going to be fun, though, too. So you have to stick around. Watch me suffer because I am suffering. This is already about 6 or 7 minutes, and then let's take a look at the new challenge for number 654 for Tuesday, April 4th. But in the meantime, we've got our I mean, I don't know if it's really a trap. Agora would be a really good guess. I don't see anything else here. So now let's just swap them and let's go like this. All right. Let's just swap them around. And then the only other possibility is an ending in the A or the O. All right. No, nothing looks reasonable here. I don't see anything here. No, 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 no. Allah, okay, yeah, nothing looks correct here. Now I'm going to just try to put them at the end. So we'll have an O up front. You know, they could have reintroduced that word. They might have been like, look, you know, it was on the original Josh Wordle list. There was nothing terribly offensive about it. Let's put it back in. All right. So I am going to put Agora because I just don't want to waste too much time. I feel like I've got this. I really do. I don't sense a trap, especially since we've gotten rid of, you know, all the vowels. Let's try Agora. All right. It's not Agora. Um, it's not Agora, but boy, we got those positions nicely. Now, I guess I am still slightly nervous. We've got two guesses left. I can certainly burn one on some evaluation, but I'd love to just be confident that I know I've got this. Oh, flora. Flora. Oh, I completely overlooked our beloved fauna and flora. I'm pretty confident we can go with flora. Yes. Woo! All right, guys. That was not too pretty. That definitely took some time. Um, that took some time. We've got some nice stats there. Look, two more, and I've got my 100-game winning streak, and that's pretty cool amidst this crazy challenge that we're doing. So here's the deal. On the plus side, I think my strategy was pretty close to brilliant. I think finding that word Zaxes was awesome because you don't want to burn 4 rows. That was the thing I was thinking is you don't want to burn 4 rows using one at a time. You want to try to gobble them up efficiently. And Zaxes was pretty cool. And I think joint and query was pretty much the best possible ones I could come up with to complement that. Basically, where I kind of fell apart was just couldn't come up with the word after query. Burned a guess on Agora, but we got it very quickly with Flora. That is a tricky one. That's a tricky one. But I'm not completely disappointed with today's solve, right? I think we did okay. And remember, guys, it's I'm sure a lot of you are going to beat me and get that probably all like in 4 perhaps and maybe 5. But it's all about making sure that you solve it, which we did, and obeying the guidelines, which we did. Look at that beautiful Z, that beautiful X, the beautiful J, the beautiful Q, none of which were colored. Now, guys, speaking of colors, are you ready for the challenge for tomorrow? Here we go. Now, I actually am going to just slide this screen aside and pull up a new one because a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? All right, guys. So the challenge for tomorrow is the following. Now, this challenge is so hard that I think I had to run through this about 10 times before I was able to succeed. I'm obviously doing this on one of the infinite Wordle versions out there. All right, I'm definitely not going to practice this on Wordle. That would be ridiculous. All right, so I'm not sure if you guys can figure out what the goal would be, but here is the challenge. You need to get more yellow squares than green squares, guys, all right? You need to get more yellow than green. Now, why is that inherently difficult? Well, I'll tell you why. Because first off, when you solve it, you automatically, obviously, will light up 5 green. So that already puts a massive number of greens against you, okay? And along the way, as you saw here, you're going to pick up some greens. Now, first, let's double check that this did indeed satisfy the challenge. Yes, it does. First of all, I was able to solve the word. It happened to be hovel. Secondly, let's count up the greens. Hovel is 5, and the VEL on the level row is 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, we got 8 greens. Now, did we get more yellows? Yes, we did. 2 up front, plus 2 on the lease, plus 3 for alone, and 4 for whole. That adds up to 4 plus 3, which is 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 2 is 11. We beat it by 3, okay? So it doesn't matter how many you beat it by. The key is you've got to have more yellows than greens, guys, all right? So this is going to be very challenging. I'm going to be extremely nervous tomorrow when I solve this live with you guys. I really am. Okay, now I'll leave it up to you guys to determine some strategy. I will just say this, obviously, you have to try to figure out what that word will be as fast as possible. That's why I got very lucky getting level. And then you have to burn some rows and throw the letters in different positions to force them to become yellow. I mean, guys, this is going to be insane. Prepare for your streak to end and prepare to fail this challenge, okay? It's like war. You have to know that you're about to go into combat and your life is on the line. I know that's, not necessarily the brightest analogy to think about, but this is what's on line. Okay, our streak is on the line, and we may fail this challenge. I'm prepared to go into combat with you guys. The question is, are you ready to join me? All right, guys. So this is going to be super fun. You've got plenty of time to practice. I strongly recommend, by the way, guys, this one's going to be so hard. You definitely want to practice this on one of the infinite Wordles. Okay, and remember, guys, if you sense you're in peril, you can always just pull the ripcord, right? And you can just eject from your fighter plane and land safely, right? You do not have to kill your streak if you sense that it's not going to happen, okay? And I may very well do that myself. You never know. I know I won't get a point for tomorrow if that happens, but I am prepared, okay? I'm prepared because I think I'm just a couple guesses away from a 100-game winning streak, which would be very satisfying. All right, guys, we'll have that in mind. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And yes, another edition of Wordle with Art.